welcome to part 7 of my Witcher 3 walkthrough, evil playthrough with bad decisions. Last time we actually did the quest for the Heller, and this time I'm gonna be going to the witches. As far as I remember. You're supposed to go to the... Oh yes, I remember. I think you need to speak to Keira, the blonde chick. And on the... Oh yeah, and you can also romance her, which can be seen by when you do enough of her quests. Here I'm going to try and basically have Geralt romance every chick in the game, including both, as I've mentioned, Yennefer and Triss, which obviously isn't going to end well. Okay, so at some point in time, when I first read the name of the quest, I thought that you were supposed to go to the 3 crones. No, here you're heading off to see Keira. And I'm guessing that, much like quite a bit of characters, Geralt actually knows Keira. But because of his memory loss in the first and second game, I'm guessing he isn't all that much familiar with her. I'm pretty sure by the time the third game, in the third game, he should have, if not all, then most of his memory back. Now we need to find, first off, notice board. Blah blah blah, you've got all these various quests, but I would like to do a bit of the main quest and most likely do all these other contracts and whatnot. Okay. You can ask basically the residents here, where is Keira?
Never visit the witch myself.
You ain't safe less you got a Gabrielle. The auto-crank one-handed Gabrielle ensures you get the first shot and the last word.
No, that's Erendite. Okay, okay, these, I clearly need, oh, actually, it does mark it out for you. You speak to this chick.
Should send him back to the witch. Might cure him of laziness.
Greetings, ma'am.
Good day to you, sir. Need something?
I need a witch.
Got a matter for your village witch. Know where I can find her?
I don't bother with her myself. But ask my man. He'll know. Twerked his back so bad last week he could hardly move. So I sent him to the witch. Came back sprightly as a foal.
Where is he?
In the yard, no doubt. Pain's gone, but sleuth's setting now. Should be hunting foxberries to feed our young ones. Marion's lad, now that man, he knows how to provide for his family. Got some water rats last. They had food for days.
Whatever, let's just go speak to the husband.
Good day. Heard you know where to find the local witch.
Who told you that?
Your wife.
Daft wench. Leave me be and don't listen to that nattering sow. We've not had a witch, shaman, nor cunning wench in ages.
Axie will prove otherwise.
You sure? Give it a think.
Won't take no for an answer, will ye? Ooh, alright. Know the small pond near the village? Path leads off from it. Follow that till you come across a lone rock. Walk around that into the woods, find the old cart, you're there.
Thanks.
It's just... don't harm her, sir. word of your kind's reached these parts?
My kind, meaning?
Well, the witch-burning kind.
Oh, so this dude thinks that I'm one of Radovid's witch hunters. I mean, I do sort of look like them with, like, the long coat, but what about the white hair?
No need to worry. I'm not out to hurt your witch.
Ooh, a weight off me heart, sir. She only arrived a short while ago, but she's frightfully wise. Even pleasant on the eyes, if you like them skinny.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
And she's quite ill-tempered. Because as far as I can tell, I don't think that Keira likes living in the countryside. I mean, she's a sorceress. Much like...
There used to be a large stone near the pond. Some fast roach.
Much like Yennefer and much like Triss, sorceresses apparently don't like living in the countryside.
There's the boulder. Now right, and onto the cart.
And Keira is no different.
Which is somewhere near.
Okay, whatever. Neckers are these enemies from Witcher 2. They're like these midgets. And that is the beauty of that perk that I've chosen. It insta-kills. Like, there's a 1 or 2% chance that with each strike, Geralt can insta-kill an enemy. And there's the grumpy chick.
Cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
Look at Geralt cooling right off in the shade.
She's in a funny mood.
Alright, let's go ask this Aussie chick.
Anyone home? Mary ointment. Nothing special.
Pretty much if she can provide her services with us. And there's supposed to be
Now, where's she run off to?
a skull that you can interact. Darling, I'm writing because you must be worried that I'm still angry. Silly man, you know well I'll never hold a grudge long, I forgive you. It's all because of that secretiveness of yours. It's so strange for me to take an interest in your plague research. I adore watching you at work in your tower. Please, if you still refuse to discuss the results of your experiments with me, at least don't deny me that small pleasure. If Viscerad doesn't need you tomorrow evening, come see me. We'll clear everything up over a glass of wine or 2 or more. Your K. We'll bang, okay? Is what she's saying.
Pentagram in chalk.
Okay, Witcher senses.
Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
There's also something else that this mirror... No, apparently you can't interact with it anymore. However, she's got this basement, and it's usually it should have some dimeridium ore like that. Keep dimeridium ore. And this should take us to her secret
Oh, well. Nice.
garden.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. shy.
Oh yeah, and you can actually, like, even though Geralt is walking, you can, I think, just wave your sword around and you can just, like, sprint like that.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to talk.
No. To talk.
Turn around and wait.
Not sprint, roll. Let me guess, his Witcher boner is getting super hard because this is a sorceress. And the Tatas.
Keira Metz deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
Immediately go straight.
I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Straight to the main topic.
Oh, really? Who?
Might as well just say yes, Siri.
I'm looking for Ciri. That Ciri. And no one can know, understand?
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen, and I know nothing of it. What is she doing here?
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a witch, but if you don't know anything, sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently, someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
Yeah, that gray hair is it looks striking on a young girl.
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
How's a few dozen eggs?
What's your rate these days? A couple dozen eggs? 3 hens, maybe?
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information anymore.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansing, calming?
Nature stinks. Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
This guy is very important. He is currently in a state in that which we cannot communicate with him.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
A massage.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides,
Oh, look at nature doing its
she
thing.
might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Okay, can we? Can we go? You'll go straight there with her
Let's go then.
Yes, let's.
instead of just like having to gallop all the way there. And this is where this elf guy is at.
This is the place.
Been here before?
No, I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Danger. Lots of danger.
Come on!
And I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like light source. Dimeradium ingots. Do not even think of selling them. If you want the best armor and weapons in the game.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're supposed to hurry up, but in fact, you can just simply run around the place as much as you'd like.
Follow me. Come on.
Like looting this stuff. I mean, Keira can just go teleport on her own, but well, there she goes.
Keira?
Before going with her,
Geralt!
oh, there she is, right there. Yeah, you really don't have to go with her immediately. You can just go around, explore the place, gather ingredients, pick up treasure. It's not, oh yeah, it's life or death if you go with Keira or not. Oh yeah, and here's one of these atrocious enemies. The foglets. Okay, for these guys, definitely these guys are one of the more annoying enemies in the game, especially when they can do that. Foglets basically disappear into the air and essentially make themselves invulnerable until they reappear again. Yeah, these guys suck. Let's be real. Now, I mean, I can go searching for more treasure, but since I'm here, might as well help out the damsel in distress. And it's one of the most fearsome.
They're only rats.
One of the most fearsome opponents in the game. Rats. You could just, like, use Igni and you don't even have to waste a bomb.
Thank you.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
Need to find out what the Hunt's doing here.
I gotta know what the Wild Hunt's doing here.
But we came to find the elven mage, not fight the hunt.
If they reach him first, we won't get a chance to talk to him. Besides...
Go on, finish. Wait, you've got some special interest in the hunt. Is this about Ciri? There's something you've not told me, isn't there?
Come with me and maybe I will.
Are you always like this? I'm beginning to feel sorry for Triss in the end.
Come with me if you wanna live.
Let's go.
Crikey doikey.
Gavella Glan.
The rats, when you turn on, when you make it so that every enemy is at your level scaling, I think it's called, in the options menu, it makes the rats kill you super duper easily, which is incredibly stupid. This is why I don't turn on enemy scaling, because it makes certain fights ridiculously dumb.
That's him. That's the elf.
What was that? An illusion?
No, a morphotic projection.
Oh, what now?
A what projection?
Something akin to a postbox for mages. Much safer than an ordinary letter, which anyone can intercept en route to its recipient.
Post box for mages.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Laura Doran's heir.
Indeed, it is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one, no. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Tirel, Swallow.
Come now, who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
That will be useful for resolving a puzzle. It's not even a puzzle, it's just interact with the correct thing and there you go.
Port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
And besides, I freaking hate puzzles.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Volpine Morel immediately.
And soon after he'd learned to cast Igni, he tried it out on a mushrooms.
Oh,
He survived.
ghosts.
Awfully quick on young witchers. Come on.
I'm surprised they're able to casually the chat while that thing popped up. These fart gases, they're not. Basic, you can use Igni or use Ard. But I think it's much safer to use Ard. And more. Yeah, rave busting. Oh no, the fart gas. Get away. Okay, I don't know if this is an optional path.
To splash around in that sewage? Unlikely. I'll wait here.
Of course, there is some loot there. I don't know how much I can carry though. Oh, and here's the thing. If you're over encumbered, you cannot swim rapidly like this. Instead, Geralt just swims slowly. Okay. Preferably get rid of the fart gas. But
Shit.
now I'm guessing that more wraiths are going to pop up. Wraiths, they just do this. What makes them kind of annoying to deal with is when they swing their swords, they swing it with like, they have wide hits. You really need to get away, stand back quite a bit from their attack. Although in Witcher 2, I think that they were even more annoying. Like, they're able to in Witcher 2, the combat in that game is pretty annoying. They sort of made it like, I don't know, something along the lines of Dark Souls, where if you took like one hit, you would lose a ton of health, especially from these wraiths, which makes them the most dangerous enemies in Witcher 2. In here, I don't think they're as bad as the second game.
Don't know what you're missing.
Okay. Man, there's a lot of flatulence. I don't know if this is, oh, this is just... Yeah, I want to see how much... Okay, I have lots more space for the loot. And I just can't just casually jump over Keira. It's much safer to just use art. And we need to follow the snow elves, apparently. Which direction? Okay, there's actually just one direction. No. Wraiths in this game, I think they're a lot less annoying than in Witcher 2. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just going back to the right of the start. Just follow the compass marker, and there you go. And instead of just having to use art constantly, just avoid going directly into the fart gas. Okay, I'm sort of getting lost. Like, okay, there's the path back, then there's that. Okay, I'm sort of getting lost. Like, okay, there's the path back, then there's that. Okay, this is not the swallow way. I'm guessing that this is supposed to be...
Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way.
Yeah, even Keira confirms that. And the elf dude is, well, even though we don't know this yet, he's not here. But these two don't know that. Eventually, you will bump into the chill elves. And let's see what mystery elf dude has to say.
Before the sol eser. Sirel. Before the sol eser. Hail Silk.
Kelpie? Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it?
Okay. You've got various symbols etched on the walls, but these are incorrect. As far as I remember, one of these will have you fight a duplicate of Ciri and... Not Ciri, Keira and Geralt. And one of these is just like some sort of explosion that just damages Geralt. So instead of doing that, just jump in here. And this should be the horse. You're supposed to follow where the horse symbol is.
Horse. Clue for Ciri. Must be.
And Oh, treasure. Not really treasure, but, well, at least it's something. Yeah, so instead of interacting with those symbols, just follow where the horse symbol goes. It's quite dark.
Kelpie. Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
And it should unlock some way. Now I don't remember much about this.
Now I know what distorted my efforts at teleportation. This very portal.
But eventually,
To activate it.
we will definitely need to deal with the ice elves.
Only hope we haven't lost our way.
I think that's a swallow. Sure, it's safe.
And teleporting, one of Geralt's least favorite activities.
It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm. I've a bad feeling about this.
Well, wow. So it's actually something bad. For the big enemies, just use the heavy attacks. I don't think bombs are all that useful on these guys. And of course, just go behind them if possible.
And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
These golems, they're clearly supposed to be like the mage's guards, security measures, I guess you could call them.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it.
Because I'm so smart.
Good feelings about you, for instance. In several domains. Once you finally find Siri, what will we do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it. How it will transpire. What will she say? What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. At times I forget we hardly know each other. Certainly not enough to discuss personal matters.
Not to worry. We'll get there.
Okay, before
Over there.
We must activate it quickly. I've a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
okay, before going there, I would very much like to explore what's over here. Because usually I try to avoid going the main way. Oh. Never mind. Gargoyles. In the second game, fighting them sucks. In this game, they are still annoying, but I don't think... Okay, they can be quite annoying. Alright.
Look, they're opening. Let's go.
Gavella Glan.
Not sure if this really is the right way, or is it supposed to be an alternate route. I think this is yeah, this is a optional thing, and I want to do the optional thing first before doing the main thing. We should be able to get to the navigators. I don't know if it's in the next room. I don't remember this place all that much.
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Gavella Glan.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
Okay, I would very much like for Geralt to, well, get his health back. So I would like to use a, Yeah, troll decoction. It's super great.
Destroyed the Mage's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
These golems, they're so cool. You know. They really needed to chill out.
Frozen before they could attack.
Well, this is why I don't get invited to parties.
Shut up! Esai Isa. Jabba join Nilin Yama. Ren!
And here comes a gauntlet section. And of course he wants to turn us into snowmen.
The White Frost. Mage from the Hunt summoned it. Can you see all those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Crest Surge. Stand at my side. Darian and I.
This is where the troll decoction becomes super useful, because if you stay out from her shield, you will lose health. And this is where I think Eärden comes into play.
Hey, Nicola. We must close.
Oh.
Want me to go?
I'll do it. Just cover me.
Okay, I think that this is where... Yeah. Go in, close, get back. Oh, and here comes the doggos. The ice doggos. Keep them at bay. Yeah, this is where the troll decoction thing becomes quite useful.
Hey, Nicola.
Go. Come on. Yeah, this is, if you're trying to do this on Death March, it can be quite tricky, but with, Troll Decoction, it's not all that bad. And, of course, portal number 3. Can I just use the moon dust thing? To close it? From the looks of it, no. You apparently have to use Eärden. Okay, oh. And this is why I love that, okay, problem, not enough magicka, yeah, superior. Come on, come on. Come on. Before I die. I mean, actually, I'm probably not gonna die. I have one more adrenaline. it's hard to see what is going on, not gonna lie, because it's so dark in this room.
That took a great deal of power.
If you can't go on,
If you can't go on,
You can't leave me here.
I'd never do that. Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
yeah, if you're struggling with Death March, one of the most useful things that you would have, where is it? Instantly winning when restoring combat. Undying. No. Choose Undying. If you're really struggling with the combat, enemies are killing you, bruising you, bullying you, choose Undying. Choose all three of.
I can try.
Leave it to me.
So it makes it so that if, let's say, enemies take out all, as I've mentioned, if the enemies take out all your health, you will get full health if you've got at least one adrenaline bar filled. So you gotta choose the perks that allow you to survive. Okay. It doesn't matter if you choose like a dozen signs or sign perks or combat perks. If you're not able to take a lot of hits, you're just gonna it's all for naught. I mean, unless you're really good at dodging or something like that.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed.
And I've just noticed that I accidentally chosen Thunderbolt
Never.
over Maribor Forest. This is, I'm guessing, an optional room. And I think that's about it, really. Oh yeah, but not before a freaking foglet decides to ruin everything. No, I decide to kill these things as fast as possible. Thankfully, I had Thunderbolt on. These things will just disappear and have their clones go at you. It sucks. Fighting foglets is annoying to me. But I don't think they're as horrible as the Arachnomorphs from, I'm guessing, Hearts of Stone DLC. And this is where you fight your first major boss. We got Chill Chill Elf guy who wants to access a question.
You're stubborn one.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
You're not my dad, Witcher.
What now?
Again, this guy, Nithral, I don't think he's all that tough. I mean, he does have like certain phases where he spawns these ice mutts,
Stay calm. Focus.
but besides that, I do not think he is all that much tough. Especially when you can keep these mutts at bay with Whirl. Okay. For some reason I'm not hearing any sound from the mutts when attacking the mutts. Okay. Okay. For this guy, this would be quite useful to do a rend on him. Like this, and you just wail at him like. Boom. And he's... Now, even though he should be super duper dead, of course he's not. Get rid of the doggies, fight Nithral again, get rid of the doggies. I think that Igni works well on them. Although I haven't used Igni. And I want to power up my Rend, because it will do tremendous damage to him. Especially when his back is facing towards me like that.
Well and whole.
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
I'm sorry, but Rend is beautiful. Especially when you can just obliterate bosses like that. Oh, and another secret. Okay, this is where you need a specific item called like the Eye of Neelani, something along the lines. You will get that eventually. I think you actually get it right during this very quest. This will also be useful later on for exploring other areas. Let's not make Blondie wait. Although the kleptomaniac in me is going quite wild.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Keira, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Yeah, the dude said about some witches.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Keira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
Let me guess. Keira knew about the crones, but of course, like that Nilfgaardian guy who was like, oh, can you please just get rid of the griffin, and then I'll tell you where to go next. Yeah, same thing applies to Keira. Oh, she will not tell us anything unless we do something for her.
You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stop the spread of the plague in Vellum.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Vellum, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
Alright, let's just tell us where the freaking these witches are.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cyrilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
And gives you another
Why
quest.
do we even come?
The bear legend? Yeah, berserkers, the ones that turn into bears. Aspiring ash down dreams hills past sparkling waters, Tirnalia drifts. I think Tirnalia is the home world for these elves. Slowly, softly, silently into oblivion. Sage lips, black and frosted bones quiver before an ice-bound eye can blink. In distant skies, I will watch your descent. Totally not one for poetry.
The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
The Elder Blood. Oh yeah, it mentions serial lore. And robbing this guy of his own stuff.
Mysterious mage herbalist. Mysterious mage herbalist.
Okay, I'm guessing...
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
This is where we get the illusion-breaking eye.
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
Oh, how charming. Before I use it on this illusion, there was clearly an illusion all the way back in that secret compartment area.
An illusion.
Might as well just go in there and see what can I pillage. What can I pillage there? That eye is going to be useful for once again going through dungeons and discovering roadblocks such as these illusions. Like they're clearly illusions, so why can't if they're just illusions, then why can't you just, I don't know, go through them? I don't know. It's probably because the illusions have like, oh, they're barriers, and yeah, most likely. I don't think it's ever explained. Anyways, let's just use where we were supposed to use it.
Someone placed an illusion here.
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see where the passage leads.
Here's some more.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Here's where you can make a choice. Either you help out Keira, and you actually get a quest. In return, you're able to romance her, or not. I'm actually going to do this quest because obviously you get to do Kira's quest line a little bit. So sure.
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Oh, and you're able to. You're able to romance her. If you do that, if you do the favors for her. Yeah.
Now in his eye. I'll use it.
Sure, I'll help out, Aussie babe over there.
Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Now is... okay.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
It's a puzzle, yippee!
I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right.
Alright.
Let's see if we can solve
We got
this.
some the Riddler not nonsense here. But essentially, I'm guessing the order goes from left to right. So what was the first? So you're supposed to essentially use Igni in the correct order.
Let's try it. Just gotta figure out the order.
Alright,
Statues, each like the other.
Alright, what was the first one?
Inscription again.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing
Light his
proud.
fire dared not march
First,
in the
to
end.
light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering
Alright, I'm guessing, okay, I'm probably go for this guy? Nope. Okay, this is why when it comes to puzzles, yeah, expect that I'm going to fail miserably at these. Yeah, even though I did this puzzle, I don't really remember.
Seems we did something wrong. Gavella Glan.
Okay, so... yeah, this is gonna take several attempts. I'm sorry, but I freaking hate puzzles. Because especially if you go from like some action scene to this. So the first one is this? Then what now?
Was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line.
The first to light his fire dared not, so he did not have any fire. Is that it?
The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood
I'm guessing
over the
this
queen,
one?
slept beneath flickering stars. There it goes.
Oh, come on, video game, and your stupid ass puzzles. No. Oh, so what? The guy next to him, is this the guy?
Something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement.
Okay, so obviously you're supposed to light just 2 of them. Okay, so this guy, then which other guy? This guy? And you fail! Yes! This is why I hate puzzles. especially because the game developers essentially expect you to figure out this super duper easily, and yeah. And sometimes game developers usually screw it up completely. I freaking hate puzzles. From an action scene to, oh, now you must solve the Riddler's stupid freaking nonsense, yes.
Whose grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
It just breaks the action sequence, really.
I don't know where she was buried. I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulcher.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we? There must be another entrance. I'd bet more than coin on this.
Alright, I think I really gotta wrap things up, because this has been going on for quite a bit. Okay, day 3275, final conclusions regarding the lamp. My experiences of the magic lamp unequivocally confirmed that by using it, active centers of condensed spiritual energy can be coaxed into contact and can communicate a limited set of the being's last memories. Lara Doran's remains, however, emit entirely inert spiritual energy, despite the violent conditions of her death, which should have strengthened the desired tendency. Lara remains silent. At this point, further research on lamps enabling contact with the dead seem entirely useless for my purposes. So I'm guessing the mystery elf guy wanted to use the mystery elf wanted to use the elf. The lamp, okay, to contact Lara's dead spirit, I'm guessing, and figure out where Ciri is. Okay, this has been a lot. Okay, I think it's been over an hour of recording. So for part 8, we're gonna be continuing on, but yeah, Witcher out.